about in Tennessee, they have this so-called survey going around to see if you're going to vote, if you want to vote for Democrats or if you want to vote for MAGA. And it's like called 40, FORTI. That's the name of it. But y'all, the biggest thing about them is uh, if you start saying that that you're gonna vote Democrat, like with a thing, they were like, she said she wanted to unalive or what they make it look like. She said she wanted to take out, and they said, but they make it look like she said she wanted to unalive or MAGA the Senate because they want you to vote for uh, MAGA Mike Epps, who said all he wants to do is protect the borders and vote with Trump. Retired, I think he's Air Force or Navy pilot. But either way, he ain't said nothing about what he wants to do for the residents of Tennessee. He said what he wants to do for Trump. And so they got this lie going, y'all. It's really pathetic. It's really pathetic. So she better watch out, because once again, MAGA is lying and putting it through to like it's going to be a real survey. I ain't never seen a survey like that. At the end, they start trying to convince you to vote for MAGA. Y'all, these people are a piece of work. Then they were talking about yesterday, Hamas came back and unalived some of the Palestinians that would not go along with them. And then they're wondering why this morning. Well, what happened? What's going on? And Donald Trump is talking about, we're going to make them, you can't make nobody do anything. Men that are not good, men that are full of hatefulness can never bring peace. Never. Show me in the Bible. They always thumping the damn Bible. Show me in the Bible where it says that a man that is full of unjust and unrest brings peace. Nowhere. You had men that were horrible that changed. Netanyahu and Donald Trump haven't changed. They run their mouth and talk they talk every single solitary day. There's no changing about them. Point blank, period. So when they're shocked that there's not rest, and then now the Israels are talking about, well, if we don't get those bodies back, we're going to have to go back to war. Have you ever heard, let the dead bury the dead? You may not ever get the bodies back. Netanyahu put Palestine under tons and tons of rubble. Now, what Hamas think they gonna rule with all that rubble, I don't know. But the way to make the people rise up against Hamas is to show the people how Hamas is no good and they don't want anything good for them. And Hamas is gonna do that. I think the people, because they've been out in isolation and so much devastation for so long, will rise up against Hamas on their own because they're sick of them. They're going to rise up with them with rocks, knives, whatever they got, but they're going to rise up against Hamas. It's not going to have a thing to do with Donald Trump or Benjamin Netanyahu, because they're not good men. You're not a good person. You're going to, when you hear both MLK's name yesterday when he was talking about CK, you're going to say that CK wanted people to just be able to talk, which I think he did. He would try to overtalk them. He wouldn't have been able to overtalk me. But, you know, that I think he did want people to just be able to talk, but he wanted people to go around to his view. That's the part they leave out. If you didn't go to his view, then he had nothing for you. See what I'm saying? But yet he had the nerve to invoke MLK's name, talking about they both wanted peace. These were two different type of people, and maybe they did want peace, but it wasn't in the same way. How dare you invoke MLK's name? Keep his name out of your mouth. Keep his name out of your mouth. For my angry black woman out of Tennessee, I gotta get on over here and get to my auntie. Y'all have a good one. Don't worry about cancel culture, but evil men can never, ever bring about peace. Point blank, period. Remember, they're not like us. The have-nots will defeat the haves. Welcome to the Poor People's Revolution.